Greetings and welcome everyone. Please let me know if you can hear me by typing a Y on the text chat. All right, wonderful. How is everyone doing tonight? I would actually like to thank you all, and particularly all the subscribers of my website and YouTube channel who are showing their interest in this high frequency quantum healing work. Every day I receive emails and messages from people across the globe who are attending these free sessions and benefiting from it. It is indeed a matter of great joy for me, guys. Thank you so much. I'm honored and humbled to know that you are learning from what I am sharing with you guys as a part of my soul mission. And you are taking this work in whatever way it is serving you with the realization of your soul purpose at the same time. So my mission is to serve as many as possible, and I truly trust the goodness in humanity that when you attend to these sessions, you are also making a conscious choice of taking inspired action to influence other people in the best way possible with your learned insights and frequencies. You know that when you are attending to the high frequency quantum healing sessions, you are actually raising your frequency with every single activation and clearing. And welcome everyone once again. Sasha, it's really good to have you after such a long time. Ivan, Christina, Eric, Samrat, Chi, wonderful to have you. Thank you so much. Now, in order to serve you guys in the best way possible in today's session, I would like you to ponder on some of the points so that you can then choose a different reality by taking inspired action. I always like to start my sessions with some questions. So let's start by asking questions which I know do require some efforts and energies. This means that changing what may have been a part of the process for years for you guys. Change is almost always very hard. It's quite understandable. Yet, unless you ask a question, how would you find an answer? I ask questions to myself all the time. Whenever I face any challenge, whenever I am facing any situation which does not resonate well with my energies, I always ask myself a question: how did I manifested this at the first place? So this is a very important question. How did we manifest any challenge that we are perceiving as hurdles in our life? How do we manifest it at the first place? Now, some of the questions that you may start off with. Do you fear change? Now, this is, even though a very simple question, but it has a very deep meaning. And change is basically a change on every level of your life. Change within. That's the main question. Do you fear to make changes within? Or do you fear changes that are happening around you? Well, you can answer these questions and keep the answers with yourself. It is important for you to answer them though. Do you set goals and then never follow through? Is this something that you do? Do you shy away from challenges? Do you hold on to grudges and resentment? Holding on to grudges and resentment is like holding a burning coal in your palms. Do you set priorities for taking action? Do you want to shift your reality? The reality that you have created? And the most important question, do you believe in yourself? All right, interesting answers. Now, this is a part of my soul mission to bring to you the learned and received insights along with the quantum healing frequencies, which when you choose to interact with, actually makes you a part of the great team, which is contributing big time towards raising the personal frequency as well as raising the collective frequency, the collective consciousness. So thank you once again, guys, for being with me in today's session and receiving the insights and the clearings and activations that I will be performing for all of you with the quantum healing tools, namely Codes of Up. Now, important thing for you to remember always is that your frequency impacts your surrounding people, places, times, things, and events. And ask this question to yourself whenever you are moving around among people, whenever you are attending to any event or any gathering. How would you like to impact your surrounding? Albert Einstein has given us a very clear statement that everything is energy. Since quite some time, this is a known fact for the entire humanity. We all know that human being is a part of the whole called by us the universe. Yeah. Now, each and every one of us creates the reality as per our choice. How would you like to impact? And even if in a crowd you can impact just one person in a positive way, that will create a ripple effect. That ripple effect is something that is illustrated in this picture, that you as a person who is in the embodiment of high frequency, of high dimensional consciousness, when interact with your surrounding people, you with your mere presence, with the frequencies that you are carrying within, start impacting everything that touches you, that comes in your frequency range. So this is a very good example, a ripple effect impacting the collective in a most positive way, right? So living with high frequency is a choice that you make in every now moment. The graph of our frequency moves in every single now moment. Now it's your choice. Where would you like to take this graph? Would you like to trend upward or downwards? Completely your choice. Yes, the more you think positively, obviously is going to impact your choices in a positive way as well. Thoughts is something that comes naturally to everyone, but thinking consciously is something that requires a lot of practice. I will allow you guys to ask me questions towards the end of the session as well. So let's hold on to the questions at the moment. Yeah? Okay. So as I was talking, that your frequency impacts your surroundings, and every thought impacts the collective. We all know about the universal mind, right? The oneness. All is one. And Albert Einstein has told us that everything is energy, that a human being is a part of the whole, the universe. The universal mind goes by many names. In the scientific world, we know of the unified field. In spiritual philosophy, we refer to the all or universal consciousness. And in religion, we call upon God, who himself goes by many names. Now, each and every one of us is a manifestation of this single universal consciousness. There is a profound truth in the ancient teachings that we are all one. We are all connected, not only to each other, but to all of the nature and to everything in the universe. This is the law of the one. What you do to others, you actually are doing it to yourself. Any kind of separation that you see is simply an illusion of the personality and ego. Now, another very important point to understand as to why we feel blocked is that we deviate from our values. When we deviate from human values, we end up facing challenges. What do you think are the human values? Practicing human values does not require any high educational degrees. Neither it is dependent on your social status. These are our core values as human. What do you think these human values are? Yes? Honesty, affection, right? Peace, empathy. Absolutely. All your answers are correct. So the core values as humans are honesty, respect for all, regardless of the status of another person, acceptance, consideration, appreciation, yes, affection, empathy, peace, and love towards all humanity and living things. Now, if we choose to keep these values intact, we, in fact, are choosing a better reality for ourselves and others. When values are activated and practiced, they become infused with feelings. Our feelings are actually the driving force behind all of our choices. When you think, you actually trigger what is called a feeling in your body. And then based on that feeling, you take an action, right? You don't just robotically think and take an action. You feel around that thought before taking an action. So the driving force behind any action is actually the feelings that are there because of the thoughts that you are bringing in your mind, right? Now, what happens is that we encounter several circumstances every day which tests our patience, our character, and our peace of mind. And then we end up making some tough decisions. What guide us in these circumstances are our core values as humans. Our core human values serves as markers to tell if life is heading in the right direction or not. When our actions and words are aligned with our human values, life feels good and we feel contented confident, and satisfied. But when our behaviors don't match up with our human values, we sense an uneasiness which grows inside us, creating feelings of resentment and separation. This uncomfortable feeling tells us that not all is good right now. Yeah? And these feelings can be a source of anxiety and unhappiness as well. So understand that everything is connected. All is one. Your thoughts are connected with your feelings. Your choices are connected with your thoughts and feelings, and actions are based on your choices. And whatever actions you are taking are not only impacting you, but are impacting the collective. Yeah? And deviation from your values creates challenges in life. You are to stay in an integrity with our core human values. Deviation from human values is the main reason why we see challenges in our life. And we all energetically are connected. We are all connected, whether you like it or not. It is not in your hand to say that, no, I am separated. You are not. The separation is only there because of the perceived ego and personality. The lower the frequency, the denser your energy becomes. Whenever there is a lower frequency, it not just creates a dense reality for you, it also brings along with itself identities of fear, identities of resentment, separation. On the other hand, when you are following through with the human core values, you are actually vibrating on a higher grid, and you are projecting the feeling of love. The higher the frequency of your energy or vibration, the lighter you are going to feel in your physical, emotional, and mental bodies. So again, following through with the human values also cultivates love within you. Deviating from the human values creates fear within you. Now, there can be so many different versions of fear. Fear of not speaking your truth. Fear of not showing who you truly are. Fear of failure. Failure is not just like in terms of failing in your exams, in your schools, but failure in life in general, like failure in relationships, failure in your given assignments. So all of these are the products of fear. So what I say here is that reject fear. It's in your hand. And choose love. And you choose love, it's not like you are choosing an external love, you are actually choosing love for yourself. You experience greater personal power, clarity, peace, and joy when you love yourself. And also, you feel less discomfort or pain in your physical body. When you give love to yourself, when every single cell and particle of your body is in the embodiment of this self-love, then you can very easily deal with any kind of challenges. Even your own emotions can easily be dealt with. Your energy is literally full of light, and your life flows, and you manifest what you really desire with much ease. Overall, your life takes on a positive quality. As we are trending along the higher dimensional consciousness, being in a higher vibration is going to become more and more important to all of us. And as we are experiencing experiencing greater awareness of the polarities between the lower and the higher vibrations, it is a must thing for all of us to choose love now. We will begin to perceive greater separation between the dark and the light, almost as if we live in two worlds at once. This is how the reality is working at the moment. However, as per our choice, we can shift our immediate reality. What we need to do is to consciously choose between the dark and the light. When you choose to be in a higher vibration, you are an example of light. Choosing the light of a higher vibration requires a firm commitment. You require to commit to yourself that you are the light. You probably are not going to receive approvals and appreciations from your surrounding people, but who cares? You require to love yourself. You require to deviate and reject fear and accept yourself as a light being, as a light worker. Every person who chooses consciously to stay in a positive dimension of their own reality by choosing to move forward with happy and joyful thoughts, spreading happiness and joy and peace around them, are light workers. The same way in which light removes darkness, your love for yourself removes any kind of fear. The opportunity to choose love and reject fear presents itself in the smallest moments of life, and specifically in relationships, especially relationships which are more closer to us. Unfortunately, we hurt each other in intimate relationships, intentionally as well as unintentionally. That's a fact. Fear as a primal emotion can sweep over us like a tsunami and causes us to react without thinking or consulting our more evolved and loving self. That's the shadow aspect of our personality, when we allow the fear and darkness to overcome us. Our reaction is often out of alignment with how we feel in our heart about the other person. Operating from love is to set our own ego aside long enough to listen to the experience of the other partner, to be courageous enough to be willing to try and understand what the other person is experiencing, no matter how radically different it is from what we intend to listen. We are still there for the other person. Understand that only brave people are capable of making the first move, are capable of showing love. It is not a trait of someone with ego and personality and someone who has this fear of losing their pride to show love. Only brave people makes the first move. To live from love, not fear, on a practical level is to shift from a goal of protecting our ego or being right or winning the argument, being not to blame, and move into actually being kind and being loving. We talked about the core human values: love, peace, affection, compassion, right? So when we are in our practice of human values, we are that kind and loving being. It is to be willing to stop proving that we are a good person and actually be that good person. Rising above the conflicting situation is again a choice point for every individual. Having chosen love doesn't mean that you will never fear again. In fact, a lot of people who live their life as a loving being often fears a lot. But that's a different kind of fear. In fact, it means that many of your fears will come up to finally be healed if you will choose to handle it with love. This is an ongoing process. Remember that you will become fearful after you have chosen love, just as we become hungry after we eat. We must choose love in order to nourish our souls and drive away fear, just as we eat to nourish our bodies and drive away hunger. Yeah? Now, fear is responsible for something that is not good for your bodies as well. It energizes the presence of cortisol in your body. Now, what does cortisol do in your body? It stimulates aggressive behavior, nervousness, stress and anxiety. It activates addictions. It causes depression and it weakens the immune system. It is toxic to your brain cells. It breaks down muscles, bones, joints. It increases body pain, clogs arteries, promotes heart disease and high blood pressure. It also promotes obesity, diabetes, and osteoporosis. We face threats in the form of potential physical illness when we live with fear. And it's not just impacting our physical body, it also impacts our energetic body in a very negative way, lowering our overall frequency. Now, fortunately, we have a built-in mechanism for countering any kind of fear at the same time, which forms the basis of our alternative response, and it is known as oxytocin. What is it responsible for? Oxytocin is an anti-stress hormone. It ignites the feelings of calmness and connection. It increases your concentration in whatever you are choosing to engage yourself with. It lessens any kind of cravings and addictions. It promotes positive thoughts and feelings, facilitates learning. It repairs, heals, and restores body, facilitates wound healing, lowers blood pressure, protects against heart disease, diminishes sense of pain, and so many other positive aspects. Now, not only physically, it is good for us having oxytocin as a byproduct of living with love. It also increases our frequency in general. The major factor for staying stuck with emotional baggage is self-created stress and fear. Okay, so as I mentioned earlier, we always have a choice point. We have been given this gift from the divine creator to choose what we want to create in our life. Yeah, oxytocin, it is also known as the bonding hormone or the cuddle hormone. We produce it naturally when we love. And it's not just that we produce it when we love, but it is also produced when we are receiving love, when we nurture another person, when we are in service to another person, when we give unconditionally, when we are engaged with affection, when we are compassionate and understanding towards other people. It is not the neurochemical behind any kind of, selfish desires. It is all associated with your unconditional responsiveness. Okay? And love is also a flow state. It lightens our burdens in life. And it creates a feeling of freedom where we seem to appreciate things more and we feel grateful for what we have. The feeling of gratitude is something that comes automatically when you are practicing love. Now, when I was preparing this presentation and I was connecting to some of you energetically who initially registered, this is how I usually prepare my presentations, that I also energetically connect to the audience and I receive insights from their higher self as to what is required to be done for the session to serve them in the best way possible. I was receiving insights about this aspect of fear in all areas of life that people are living with. Uncertainty is yet another factor that came very strongly. Uncertainty about knowing who you truly are, not believing in yourself. These are important areas for you to handle in order for yourself to become that consciously aware, awakened, high frequency being. So in today's session, I'm going to be serving you all with these high frequency quantum healing tools, which are basically the light and healing from the absolute harmonic universe. And as a part of my practice, I would like to take you guys through the disclaimer once again, that understand that no higher power is there other than God's, and the power of our intentions and what we choose to believe in. The codes of Ah have always been created to be a reminder of this power. The codes of Ah sessions do not replace any medical interventions. They are used to increase one's own self-healing and self-mastery powers. My teacher, Yvonne Delafleur, is the creator and designer of these codes of Ah, and her sole mission is to serve humanity in the best way possible, and this is exactly the mission that I have received as well. As a part of my practice as a cardiologist and the practitioner of the quantum healing tools, my mission is to bring to your attention who you truly are by interacting with these high frequency codes that interact with you as per the requirement of your energetic body. However, understand that mandalas, mantras, books, teachings, these are all tools to enhance, bring awareness to, or support what is already within you. So I am just facilitating for that empowered being that you already are to surface more and more and come to your true soul purpose and serve your life purpose in this given time of ascension. We will start with the clearing of the fear and uncertainty by using a very powerful absolute harmonic code of Ah. So let's set a very powerful intention as we would like to connect to our higher self, our personal team of guides, teachers, and angels to assist us all in receiving these high dimensional frequencies in the best way possible to serve us in this present moment, which is called the now moment, to serve you in the best way possible in all of your choices and inspired actions. So please make sure that you are away from all kind of distractions. In order for you to benefit from these high frequencies, I want you all to start taking deep breaths, centering your energies first, grounding yourself. Inhale at the count of 4, hold it for a few seconds, and then exhale through your mouth at the count of 8. Relaxing your entire body and coming to the present now moment. And let's set the intention as well. Connecting to the higher self of all the attendees, creator of all beings, angels and archangels, my higher self, my personal team of guides, teachers, and angels. I request the following for all attendees in all versions, on all interdimensional levels, for all energy bodies into infinity, in all concepts of time, on all subconscious, conscious, and superconscious levels throughout eternity, to receive all insights, clearings, and high frequency activations in the best way possible for them and in line with their higher selves. Dahija and Tadoi. Clearing fear and uncertainty using the absolute harmonic light and healing. Start looking at the center of this beautiful code. Now, the way I'm going to be serving you guys with the clearings and activations of these high frequencies is that you will be required to engage yourself with the frequency of the code by looking at the center of the code, inhaling the code into your third eye, which is right between your two brows, and then closing your eyes to see the impression of the code in your third eye. Okay, so this process is called optical pineal induction, where you are actually receiving all the frequencies of the code in your third eye. And then you will be required to open your eyes again, inhale the code once again into your third eye, and then exhale it to all of your body. You can start as if you are under the shower of this beautiful light and colors, starting from your head, bathing your entire body, every single cell and particle of your being, receiving this light and the shower of these colors. There is no technicality involved here. Every possible way that you are perceiving this energy is correct. Your body is an intelligent being. Your higher self knows what's best for you. You are going to receive very high frequencies of empowerment, very high frequencies of love, peace, compassion, all basic core human values are imbued within this frequency. If you are already a practitioner of your core human values, it's going to be enhanced more and more as you engage yourself with this scalar wave program. I'm going to be using some sound tones and will be issuing the command silently. I require to wait up for the energies to go quantum in my left hand, which is an indication that all of you are receiving the energies in the best way possible and the energies have been completely integrated at your end. So there will be some time that I'm going to stay quiet. You are simply required to continue engaging yourself with this code and make sure to keep yourself well hydrated. All right? Continue taking deep breaths in through your nose and out through your mouth and visualizing the shower of this code bathing your entire physical and energetic body. There's going to be a lot of tingling sensations in your lower chakras. The identities of fear usually gets created in the lower chakras. So I'm actually right now working on the lower chakras for each one of you. So Sakshi, for your question, the answer is to interact with these high frequencies. You already have these core values within you to live with love and peace without fear. It's your choice whether you would like to reject fear and embrace love or allow fear to rule your life. I have been asked to use the avatar sound tones for these codes activations as well. You don't require to hum it with me, just listen to my voice. Maharatamu eva kirashe hasha kushadeza dadruja raeka unae treinae ekasha unae treinae ekasha unae treinae ekasha. All right, everyone. Go ahead and drink some water, infusing the water with this code and drink it. see yourself becoming this code. The golden, yellow, and the beautiful green light filling your entire body. Understand that we are all potential avatars, conscious beings, ready for a higher level of evolution, already trending along higher level of consciousness. Along with this activation, I am now going to work on the harmonic universe light overcoming darkness activation for all of you. So just like before, I want you guys to start interacting with this frequency. Look at the center of the code. Inhale the code into your third eye, and then close your eyes for a few minutes. You should be able to see the impression of the code with your closed eyes in your third eye. Now open your eyes once again. Look at the code. Inhale it back into your third eye, and with an exhale, send it again to every single cell and particle of your being, seeing your entire physical and energetic body bathing with this beautiful light. It has a lot of violet flame frequencies within it. The cleansing of all the anxieties, fear, uncertainty, clearing of any areas of darkness, and lightening all those areas with the divine source light. If you would like to hum some of the vowels, then you are welcome to do that. You can choose vowel A, E, I, O, U. Yes, there's a lot of movement in this scalar wave program. It's a living code of consciousness, so it's interacting with your energetic field. Some of you are saying that you're feeling very sleepy, which is normal because of the soothing impact of these frequencies. You simply require to allow yourself to receive these frequencies. Your higher self is actually supervising this entire session, so you don't require to stay awake. If you are feeling sleepy, that's fine. All right, everyone, the energy is almost quantum in my left hand. Now, let me know if everyone is doing well and if there's any question around what we have been discussing so far. We are to move to our next topic now. How's everyone doing? Pretty relaxed, awesome frequencies, tingling all over. Yeah, that's normal. Something is running in my body. Well, that's the chi. It's your energy within your body. Don't worry about it. Samarat, feeling too much sleepy. I believe it's quite late at your end as well, Samarat. Pain in the left hand. Relaxed, feeling connected. Awesome. Gada is saying everything's amazing. Thank you. Eric is feeling relaxed. Ivan is feeling relaxed. Wonderful. Okay, guys, go ahead and drink some more water. Now, the other thing that I want to talk a little bit about is self-acknowledgement. How many of you truly believe in yourself? You are an expert on your own life. Nobody else can comment about that. And you are the only one who knows every detail and every information about your life. Nobody else in the world has that information unless you have written a book on your life. It is such a powerful tool to be able to clearly see what you have done well, right? To enjoy the outcome of what you have worked for and to recognize the feelings that comes with that accomplishment. Truly valuing yourself is very important. Acknowledging yourself, your accomplishments, every single thing that you have done in your life which has actually helped you to be who you truly are today is your accomplishment. Only you know how much you have done to reach this level. So acknowledge every single step towards your success, towards your current reality. Now, how your current reality is working for you right now is something that you require to ponder on. Everything is based on your choices, right? It is based on how much you are practicing your core human values, how much you are practicing to stay in a higher level of frequency, how much you are choosing love. It is all in your hand. Other people can actually just help you in understanding the situation when you choose to discuss it with them. However, shifting your current reality is completely your choice. Remember that any kind of limiting beliefs and self-sabotage are your worst enemy. You do not require any external enemy or anyone outside of you to harm you. Your own limiting beliefs are your worst enemy. If any one of you have any such thoughts that you can never be enough, that is something that really requires to be cleared once and for all. These limiting beliefs keeps you stuck in scarcity loops. Now, the true self-evolution must be a combination of two things: self-acknowledgement and empowering actions. When the internal relationship you have with yourself does not match the level of acknowledgement you are receiving, the shadow self becomes prominent. So do not look for external acknowledgements, okay? You do not require external appreciation. You only require to love yourself, appreciate yourself, know how much you have worked to reach this level in your life. Do not allow other people to drive your life. Make a decision that you are going to be responsible for your reality with your choices and your inspired actions, with self-esteem and self-confidence. So our next clearing and activation is around the same subject, clearing any kind of doubts about yourself and acknowledging yourself. All right, so let's go ahead and do this activation. This is actually the inner soulmate activation, the higher frequencies from the absolute harmonic universe for you to embody your self, your inner soulmate. Start looking at the center of the code. Already you are going to feel a lot of tingling sensations in your entire body, specifically in your lower chakras again. Close your eyes to see the impression of the code in your third eye. Now open your eyes once again. Look at the center of the code. Inhale the code into your third eye, and this time once again send it to every single cell and particle of your body. Shower your entire physical body with the frequency of this code. Visualizing this code enveloping your entire body physically and energetically. You can see it like a tornado going all around you, enveloping your physical form and all of your morphogenetic chakras. Now I want you guys to look at the center of this code with loving eyes. Bring a beautiful smile on your face. Acknowledge the presence of your inner soulmate. Pay a humble namaste bow to your inner soulmate. And visualize hugging this inner soulmate. You can hug yourself. And now say out loud after me. I love myself. I honor my journey. I honor and acknowledge my life. I respect myself. I am the light. I am the one. I am this. I am. Aham Brahmas me. Aham Brahmas me. Aham Brahmas me. Go ahead and drink some more water, everyone. The energy just went quantum in my left hand. All right. Awesome. Now let's ask some more powerful questions. What makes you happy? Acknowledge it. What motivates you? What relaxes you? Do you value your life journey and experience? You just acknowledge that. Do you enjoy reading? Do you love being in nature? Do you honor and respect all lives? Remember, this is our core human value. Do you feel grateful at heart and pay forward? Do you practice kindness, generosity, cooperation, and forgiveness? These are powerful questions. The only person responsible for your current reality is you. So take that responsibility. And you have been given the power of choice. So choose consciously. You are responsible for your own happiness. Nobody else but you. So whenever you face challenges, acknowledge your journey immediately. Ask questions. How come you manifested that challenge? Make a conscious choice to shift the reality. You are an empowered being. You are a recipient of very high dimensional frequencies. So you have no excuse anymore to blame anyone outside of yourself for the reality that you are creating. All right? So this is something that I really wanted to bring clearly to all of you. It's very easy to blame others, and it's actually very difficult to take responsibility. But being a conscious human, the one who practices all human values, it is our utmost responsibility to become that light at this present time, available for the ascension, not just for yourself, but for the collective consciousness. And the plan of action in this regard, of course, is to start with elevation of your frequency. Learn to breathe deeply and consciously. It's not only helpful for your good health, it's very helpful for raising your level of frequency as well. Breathing deeply and consciously. Allow yourself time out from stressful situations. Shift what doesn't seem working by making a different choice. Detach yourself from drama and conflicting situations. Do not stay engaged with any drama and conflicting situations. It's better to stay away from such people and from such situations which deplete your energy and lowers your frequency. It is your responsibility to create your reality. All right. So do not choose to engage with any drama and conflicting situations. And use the power of your conscious thoughts to reflect positively on your emotions, choices, and actions. Reality lies in the eye of the beholder, just like beauty lies in the eye of the beholder. The same goes for the reality as well. Okay, guys. Now, just before closing up the session, I have some announcements about the powerful new trainings with high frequency tools to facilitate more of your success, good health, and prosperity. Some of these are ongoing and some have already been completed. So I have complete sessions as recorded sessions for any one of you who would like to empower yourself with these quantum healing tools and to also receive the certification as practitioners of these quantum healing tools. You can always contact me at my email. You also have my Facebook contact information, as most of you know me on the Facebook as well. Masters of Manifestation is an 8-week program. It comes with the certification. Mastering Financial Abundance. This is a very powerful program that allows you to tap into the universal mind for accessing the answers for financial markets and also for your life in general. The Brilliant Business Future Mind Mastery Certification is for those who have their own businesses ongoing or who are planning to set up their new businesses. Solfigo Hertz Frequency Certification is for every aspect of life. It has very powerful tones that comes with it, along with the powerful codes of Ah that are used for healing purposes for almost all kind of perceived diseases and energetic blockages. These Solfigo Hertz frequencies are used, and all of these comes with a certification. All right. So do let me know if any one of you is interested in joining these programs. Also, if you would like to learn more about new offers and you would like to enjoy more powerful free sessions, then subscribe to my website and also to my YouTube channel. So thank you very much, everyone, for being with me today. Let's go ahead and officially close the session. Get back to your relaxed state of mind and body and start visualizing a golden shower coming down from your crown chakra, going through your central vertical channel, enveloping your entire physical and energetic field, and going all the way down to the center of the earth, creating a pillar of golden liquid light which is going through you and all around you. It is humbly requested in the name of divine love and by the laws of the golden liquidomes and alchemical powers that all attendees of this session downloads new codes, new templates, and new soul programming from their higher, wiser self in the best way possible to serve them in the present now moment and in their soul journeys. Tahija and Tadoi. I salute your Christos avatar self from my Christos avatar self, and I truly wish that you all have received the insights and have integrated these clearings and activations in the best way possible and in line with your higher selves. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Much love to all of you. Please make sure to give yourself some time out. Do not jumpstart any activities. Allow these frequencies to work their magic on you. Drink plenty of water and rest well. Be gentle with yourself, acknowledge yourself, and take care.